So you're thinking about living in a beautiful small town here in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. Well, today we're in the town of Elkton. And if you hang around throughout this video, I'm going to take you through some of the neighborhoods here in Elkton. I'm also going to take you around the town of Elkton and show you a little bit about the town, tell you a little bit about its history as well. So hang around to the end so you don't miss out on what all that is, but let's go ahead and get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Stephen Gleason and all of my information is in the description down below. But I want to go ahead and, as a local real estate agent here in the area who absolutely loves Virginia's mountains and valleys, along with my wife Leslie, I want to show you around the town of Elkton today. If you like our videos, we'd love if you subscribe so that you can find out more about Virginia's real estate market. But like I say, today we are here in the town of Elkton. And as you can see behind me, we're right here in front of the town hall, which this building in itself has a little bit of a history. Of course, it was a personal residence and also used as a Civil War hospital back in the 1840s. Now, as far as the history of Elkton goes, Elkton is actually a newer town, or one of the younger towns here in the Shenandoah Valley, as it was founded back in only 1908. Today it has a population right around 3,000 people. While its history can be traced all the way back into the 1740s, the first business that we know of here in the area it was in 1812, and it was named after its owner and was called Conrad's Store. Today, Elkton is located at the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it makes a great last stop before going up into the mountains, across the mountain on Highway 33, or to go into Shenandoah National Park. One of the neat things about Elkton as well is you're close to a larger town like Harrisonburg. You're only about 25 or 30 minutes outside of downtown Harrisonburg and about 20 minutes or so right into where a lot of the shopping takes place on Highway 33. There is some shopping here in the area and some restaurants as well that just kind of make it a really nice, quaint downtown and small town area. One of the things, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up the phone here, one of the things that I really like about Elkton, though, is the fact how they honor their veterans. Of course, Memorial Day is coming up here in a few weeks, but one of the things I really like is on all of the poles, telephone poles, electric poles they have along town, they have pictures of all their veterans that have served in the military. And as you can see here on the tennis courts, it's located right next to the town hall. You can see different veterans and their service that they have given throughout the years to the country. I just kind of think that's a really nice thing that Elkton does here, and one of the things that is kind of unique here about Elkton. Like I say, it does sit at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and there's Mount Massanutten behind me, and we got some of the Blue Ridge behind me. Like I said, it's a great place to be in it's a great location to be in, especially now in the fall of the year when everything's so beautiful. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into our first neighborhood, and let's take a look at a home that's currently on the market here in Elkton. So we've come out of town just a few minutes, and you see the first house I'd like to take a look at here, and that is this farmhouse behind me that is currently active on the market for $319,000. It was built in 1922, but it has been totally refurbished here 101 years later. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1 half bath. It has 1,492 square feet of finished living space. To break that down, that's about $214 a square foot, and it sits on a nice half-acre lot. So as I mentioned, this is a totally remodeled farmhouse here, and it features all new engineered wood floors in multiple rooms with carpet in the bedrooms. It has an amazing kitchen with a breakfast bar island, a glass backsplash, and all new stainless steel appliances. The main bathroom features dual sinks with a fully tiled shower, and there's a cute gazebo in the backyard. And who wouldn't enjoy sitting out on some of those nice, cool mornings, watching the mountains from your front porch here? So kind of a neat thing here. If you're looking for farmhouses, this is definitely an example of one here in Elkton. So one of the really nice things about Elkton is that you have a variety of types of areas in town. You have the older downtown area, which has several different quaint shops and has a few hometown restaurants as well. Additionally, you have a shopping center that's west of town that includes a Food Lion grocery store, so you don't have to run all the way into Harrisonburg. There's also a Walgreens drugstore there as well, and a couple different types of restaurants as well. The town of Elkton sits at the intersection of Highway 340, which runs north and south, and Highway 333, which runs east and west. One of the things that you're going to see in Elkton as well, as it is being a very much of a rural, agrarian, farm type community, is of course there's a feed store in town, and but there's a lot of historical some historical places as well, and we're going to talk about one of those here in just a little bit. But the town is an old railroad town. The railroad tracks do run right just to the west side of the downtown area, and like I say, it's just a real pretty town that sits at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains, between them and between Mount Massanutten. So you have mountains on both sides of you, which makes it just a really nice downtown area, and a nice town to just get some really nice views from. And like I say, it's small population, makes it a very quaint place to live, but you're still not farther than about 25 minutes away from Harrisonburg, Virginia. So if you're looking for a new construction neighborhood here in the Elkton area, Eagle Ridge is one of those neighborhoods to take a look at. And as you can see, it sits on an elevated location, and just look at the beautiful Mount Massanutten on this side, and you've got the Blue Ridge Mountains on that side. The neighborhood has both single family homes and duplex style homes, which I'm going to show you one of those here in a second. And their values, the ones that have been built here, range in value from about $300,000 to $400,000. On average, these homes have 2 or 3 bedrooms, and there's still, as you can see, plenty of lots available for purchase, and those range $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. And like I say, you can see right here, they are definitely in the middle of continuing to build. But I also want to take a look across the road down there, and you see another neighborhood. That is Downey Knolls, and Downey Knolls is a neighborhood that is a 55 plus community. And Leslie and I often get asked about, are there any 55 plus communities in the neighborhood? Well, Downey Knolls is one of those communities. So I'll show you some pictures of that, some footage of that after I show you the home here in this neighborhood. But let's go ahead and take a look at the home that is currently on the market here in Eagle Ridge. So the duplex that you see behind me here is currently pending, already has a contract on it. It was listed for $365,000. It was built just this year in 2023. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, 1,786 square feet of finished living space. And if you break it down for a new construction, that's only about $204 a square foot. It sits on a 0.19 acre lot. This duplex is very conveniently located just off Highway 33 and is a gorgeous high-end open concept home with hardwood floors throughout that tie every room together. It features a beautiful kitchen with shaker-style cabinets and granite counters and stainless appliances. There's also a wonderful custom shower with a bench seat. I know Leslie would like that. And a nice rear deck. There's an oversized garage with many more upgrades, and the builder, Southern Flooring and Construction, has also offered a 5-year warranty with this house. And like I say, if you're looking for some of those beautiful views, this is one of those neighborhoods where you're going to find them. Well, like many towns in the Shenandoah Valley, Elkton has its share of historical buildings, with some of those being on the National Registry of Historic Places. And one of those buildings you see behind me here, this is the Miller-Kite House. The Miller-Kite House was built in 1827, but it served as a headquarters during the Shenandoah Valley campaign in the Civil War for General Stonewall Jackson. Couple interesting stories about it. It's said that here Jackson had no furniture in his room other than a mattress on the floor. And additionally, it is said that he was very concerned and actually got in an argument with Colonel Turner Ashby because he was concerned about the lack of discipline in the cavalry after a failed attempt in Page County to raid and to burn bridges. So a couple really neat stories about some history that happened right here. Today it is a museum that is open on Sunday afternoons from the end of May to the 1st of September, and you can come and see it at that time. So before I go to the last home, I kind of wanted to pick one that was maybe outside of town a little bit, had a little bit more land with it, and also had a very private and secluded setting. I couldn't think of any better place to go than a home that we've already showed you in our in our Elkton Autumn Days video. And so that particular home, we're going to go back and show you the video that Leslie did here just a week or two ago.
So every once in a while, you get the opportunity of, listen, selling 10 acres on a dead-end street. And the new owners, my buyers, say, oh yeah, you can feature our house in your YouTube video. So I want to thank Bob and Helen for the opportunity to stand in front of their new beautiful house and tell all of you about this amazing home that I got to close on about a week ago. The purchase price of this house was $599,900. It was built in 2002, and it is a beautiful colonial revival brick home. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and 1 half bathroom. Total square footage in this house, 5,980 square feet. Above ground, we have 3,198, and below ground finished is 1,708. And then unfinished downstairs that they're going to finish out, which includes a plumbed-in bathroom, is about 2,292 square feet. So again, this is sitting on mostly wooded acreage, and there is a total of 10 acres here. This is in Elkton. That's our video today is all about. There is a 2-car attached garage as well as a 2-car detached garage. The chef's kitchen inside is just beautiful. Helen cannot wait to start canning, and she's going to put a garden in the back, and she is going to put that chef's kitchen to use. The other thing that they loved about this house was that the primary bedroom is located on the 1st floor, so they don't have to climb those stairs in order to get to the extra bedrooms. And that entryway that you see right there, that is an 18-foot grand entry and living room space with a wood-burning fireplace in it. So I have, just our first of 3 featured properties that I'm going to show you here in Elkton.
Like many other towns here in the Shenandoah Valley, Elkton has multiple festivals and events that take place throughout the year. As you know, if you watch our videos, Leslie and I just recently attended Elkton Autumn Days, but there's also parades here in town. There's 5K runs, there's holiday events like this year's Whoville Christmas Parade. And of course, let's not forget that Elkton is the home of the Blue Sox of the Rockingham County Baseball League. Of course, one of Elkton's most interesting and fun events here in town is Elkton Field Day, which originally took place in the year the town was founded in 1908. At that time, they actually used to have a contest to climb up a greased pole. And today in Elkton, that tradition of the field day continues here at Blue Ridge Park. And of course, it's a celebration. There's a parade here in town. There's bluegrass music. There's carnival rides. There's Veterans Night, and of course, food and a whole lot more. It's just another one of those really neat, small hometown events that brings a community together. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it has given you a good idea of maybe a little bit about what Elkton is like to live in and to purchase a home in. And if you are interested in selling your home here in the Elkton area, or if you're interested in purchasing a home, Leslie and I would be more than happy to help. Just pick up the phone and give us a call, shoot us a text, send us that email, and we will help you with your experience, whether you're selling or buying, to make that a great and easy experience. But like I always say at the end of every video here from the Blue Ridge Park in beautiful Elkton, Virginia, until next time, we'll see you around town.